You must have seen Klopp shake his head. When Liverpool were winning 1-0, like a few minutes ago, you saw him shaking his head. Why was he shaking his head if your team is winning? Because Liverpool should have been 5-6. They should have been at least won that game by 3 or 4 goals. I don't know, there's a lack of sharpness or something, but Klopp was pissed off. You can see how angry he was, because it was like, we had 3 opportunities to easily take the game away, and they did not. But the upside is this: they're still winning. They're still winning. Very few Premier League title races come down to goal difference. So the 3 points is always what you want to go. So you don't want to go for 3-4-0. Is did we win? And that's the first thing. We won. Okay, how much did we win by? Could we win by more? But the first thing that they won, and I think from this Liverpool team that you're seeing, is solidity. Defensively, Liverpool are so much better defensively. So much better. And look, man, shout out to Gomez. Gomez has been quality. Absolutely quality, because this is a guy who is amazing in central defense and damn good at right back. And to tell you right now, I think Gomez is a better central defender than Lovren, because I saw Lovren make a few mistakes. So I think for Huddersfield, their way to get back at the game was in that first half. I'm trying to think. Yeah, in that first half, because they had a lot of opportunities. But both in the first half and in this second half, they had really good opportunities. But I think in the first half as well, especially, like, the ball just did not really fall for them well. And again, when you're a team where you have guys who their control is not sharp enough, the individual quality is not sharp enough, there's only so much you can do. That's why, even more so, it is very important that you make the right decisions and you make them quickly. And I think that for Huddersfield, maybe they were just not quick enough in moving the ball, taking the shots, and so forth. But I thought they had some very, very, very good chances to score against Liverpool. And I think they really put Liverpool under a lot of pressure. But so, look, man, Klopp, he changed things up. Mane was injured, so there was that. But what was interesting was Sturridge started ahead of Firmino. And even if Liverpool... Because look, man, you always have to chop and change, and you cannot just assume that Liverpool, based on what they did last season, they're going to come away and just start ripping teams away. And I think when you look at, because for me, the guy that impressed me the most was Shaqiri. But I'll get to Shaqiri afterwards. But I think specifically, Sturridge gives you something different from what Firmino gives you. And I think the thing about it, which is what I think Klopp is tuning into, is we can't be predictable. We cannot be predictable. People know what Firmino does. They know what. I think there was definitely a system and a strategy that Firmino and Salah had that I think teams are getting clued into right now. And I don't think that Firmino is really on point and as sharp as it was last season. And for Sturridge, is a guy who is ready to play and ready to do things. So even if he wasn't really as potent and as dangerous, he's a guy, because again, you saw it in the second half, where give him a sniff and a moment just to get it onto his left foot, he can produce a goal out of nothing, as he did against Chelsea. So I think that is definitely a very interesting plan B to have. But I think even more so, I think what Klopp should be focusing on is how can I cultivate. I think Mane has to play, but the difficulty here is this: Mane definitely has to play. Shaqiri needs to play. I thought Shaqiri was really good at Shaqiri. For Salah, nice goal. I liked the goal, got onto the through ball, put the ball in. But again, just like with previous games, he should have had a lot more goals. And I do think that he's missing a sharpness. Because you saw the sharpness there when he got the goal. He saw what Shaqiri was doing, quickly made the run, received the ball, right foot, boom, clinical, bam. That's the Salah that we saw last season. But I think in the second half, there were instances in which you need to make that right pass. That pass needed to be made to Firmino or to Sturridge. You need to be able to open your body up and take that shot. So there were so many times that the play broke up where it shouldn't really have broken up based on the skill level that we expect from a Mo Salah. So, but for me, I thought that Shaqiri really impressed me. I mean, I feel that this is the missing link for Liverpool. This is one of the missing links. I think I'm not the case of most of. I think Shaqiri is definitely one of the missing links because again, and this is something that I think Drifty from Barnes has actually been discussing about. Liverpool need that number 10. They need that Coutinho kind of player. But I do think that Shaqiri perhaps could play, and I think this is maybe crazy. I think Shaqiri could play the number 10 role a lot better than Coutinho does. Because I just think that when you just saw the positions that Shaqiri took up, how he was able to release the ball quickly, how he quickly released the ball, and the through balls he was making, it was sharp, it was on point, and it was right. I think that is something that they badly need, because remember, Ox is injured, they don't have Coutinho now. They need someone from midfield who can provide for that front three and really give them something. Hence why I say to myself that, you know what, I think Shaqiri should definitely be implemented into that midfield three. So whether you have Shaqiri, Wijnaldum, Milner, or Shaqiri, Henderson, Milner or something, I just think that Shaqiri should definitely be one of the three in the midfield who then projects and moves the ball forward. Pretty much which is what Ox did, because I think like he has shown that, because I, unlike a Mane, Firmino or Salah, I can really get on the ball, carry the ball, stop the ball, look, find a guy and release a through ball. So they need a thinker on the ball. They need a point guard, a playmaker, a guy who can move around the ball and try and create things and look for the runs of the front three. That is an essential part, especially when we're in modern football. The number 10 is an essential part. But I think overall for Liverpool, because I think for Liverpool fans, they'll view us and say, no, you want some more. But I think especially in that second round, that's why Klopp would be so pissed off. What if Huddersfield equalised? What if they could have very easily equalised? Because if Huddersfield had equalised, Klopp would have pretty much beaten up all of those players. Could be like, guys, I'm sorry, this is top level Premier League football. We are going up against a team that very rarely makes mistakes. We're going up against a team that got 100 points. We cannot afford to have 3-on-3 or 3-on-2 on 2, 3, 4 separate occasions, and we cannot make the final ball. You know, we cannot have these situations where you need to just look at the run a guy has made. You make that ball inside of the defender. The ball cannot go straight to the defender who's 2, 3, 4 yards away from it. That is crazy. And I think moving forward, they have to really be ruthless, because those guys are going to be ruthless. Those guys are going to be ruthless. So for Liverpool, they have to really be a lot more ruthless. But I think, you look and say to yourself that, so do you revert? So once Mane is fit, do you revert back to Mane, Firmino and Salah? Knowing how well that they play together and how they combine well together. For me, I think that there's something very interesting here, because I think, what's the beauty about teams that the beauty about true managers is you have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. You have a plan Z. You have to have a plan Z. And I do think that Shaqiri, Sturridge, Salah, Mane, I think that is a very interesting attack. That's a very interesting offensive unit that I think could work really well, because again, Firmino may know how to really pop balls off and really be able to originate with Mane and Salah, but it's not been working. You've had that front three for a long time. It's not been working. It didn't work against Napoli. It did not work against Man City. But what could be different, because Sturridge gives you something totally different. Because Sturridge is a guy who he understands the balls to pop off. He understands how to make the smart for footballing play. But what he has that Firmino doesn't have, that Sturridge has an amazing shot on him. So if you have a Shaqiri or a Mane in a number 10 position and they are playing to Sturridge, so they're like, boom, once they get on the ball, you say to Sturridge, make that run, and they will find you. And so you say to Shaqiri, when you get that ball, look up, look at the run that Salah's making, look at the run that Sturridge is making. Whether that ball goes over the top, boom, try and find them and try and create. And I think if you can cultivate that on the training ground in nice 5-on-5 and you bring that onto the pitch, that is a very different element that opponents wouldn't be used to. Because opponents are used to Firmino, Salah and Mane. Because they play so much together, they were so used to them. So first of all, they're used to them and their levels have dipped from last season. So when you combine those two things, even more so, they have to bring in another element. But look, man, A win is a win. They still have the 3 points, still top of the table. And again, look, man, you can say that they should have had more, scored more goals, but still on the flip side is that this is how you win a title. You win a title by, obviously, your amazing 5-0 wins and those 1-0s. It's those 1-0s, it's those ugly wins, those tough wins where you really have to dig deep and defend. And in those last few moments, flipping Van Dijk and Gomez had to dig in deep. That defense had to dig in deep. And I think that Liverpool's defense has really shown through. So that dude for me, Shaqiri. I thought that this guy, he played really, really well. He's showing an element that I've not really seen that much of him, but I saw hints of it when he plays for Switzerland and for Stoke. But really, I'm saying, no, this guy can really be a very good number 10 and a great asset. And I think that I just like the way that he popped the ball off nice and quick for Liverpool, and how he was able to release guys by his playmaking, which I think is a great element that can work really well for this club system that likes to push guys forward. And my break of the game is Mooney, the Huddersfield dude. I mean, my lord, I think there was one instance where the ball came in, and I think the striker said, look, leave it for me. First of all, you took it on your weaker foot, and you really shinned it. And I think upon that, he was fouling, he was losing the ball, just looked really awkward. So yeah, here's my thing of the game. So yeah, man, Liverpool, man, could this be the season they win the Premier League? I don't know. I still feel City are going to win the title. I think City are too strong. Their squad is too strong. Their system is too strong. And once De Bruyne gets his head right and is fully back integrated into the team, I think it's lights out. I don't think Liverpool have the instruments and the elements to outlast for the whole season. But as we stand right now, they are matching up to them, and they are winning. It may feel like they need to score more goals. They could do better. People are not clicking. They're not clicking. They need to score more goals, but they're still winning. So you say to yourself that if they do click, they do find a system that really now works for this season and gets the best combination and concoction with their winning mentality and what it is formidable the defense that is keeping clean sheets, maybe we can say sign. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Harpo Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.